A narrative is forming that AI will simply replace professional services firms. It is an incomplete view of the market. Firms face a future of margin erosion in the specific tasks they have historically relied on most to generate billable hours. Evaluating this shift purely through the lens of technical capability, how fast or accurate the tool is, ignores the underlying economics of the relationship. While technical capability allows a firm to perform the work, the premium has historically been tied to decision impact and risk mitigation. We are seeing a structural shift in what clients are willing to pay for. AI is triggering a move away from traditional value drivers toward a new set of human capabilities. By instantly commoditizing traditional answers and outputs, AI is forcing a repricing of the entire service model. To avoid competing purely on price, practitioners must identify where billable value is collapsing and where a new premium is emerging across the life cycle of an engagement. To find that premium, look at the engagement value heat map. In Phase 1, intake and scoping, the drivers of value are moving. When expertise was scarce, firms charged premium prices simply for knowing. Today, AI provides instant access to that same depth of knowledge, transforming expertise into a baseline expectation. This pushes the value toward human judgment under uncertainty. Judgment is the ability to determine what to prioritize and what to ignore. AI can inform a choice, but it cannot take professional responsibility for the result. A similar shift is occurring in analysis. Breaking down a problem was once the primary moat for early career associates. AI now models scenarios at a speed that commoditizes the act of analyzing data. The high-value question is no longer, can you analyze this, but are we analyzing the right thing? This is framing, defining the problem and identifying blind spots. A proposition built on knowing the answer is now highly exposed. Differentiation lives in the ability to help the client decide what to ask. Phase 2, execution, is traditionally where the bulk of the work happens. It is also where the most margin is being lost. Firms have long relied on proprietary methodologies and structured processes to justify fees. Because these processes are now easily embedded in technology, they have become standardized and replicable. Value has shifted from the process itself to the practitioner's behavior. This includes how a practitioner listens, challenges assumptions, and responds under pressure in the room. Methodology is now a baseline requirement. Deals are won or lost through the physical and psychological interaction between the practitioner and the client. The same logic applies to outputs, the reports and slide decks that use to symbolize value. Since these can be generated faster and cheaper by the client's own tools, they no longer command a premium. Clients are focusing instead on the outcome, the specific result that drives a decision or reduces risk. Selling the work forces a practitioner to compete on price. Selling the result allows them to lead. The final phase of the timeline is where the greatest value is now concentrated, the back end. AI can generate an abundance of strategies and recommendations, but that abundance creates a new operational bottleneck. Clients are drowning in potential solutions, but they lack the ability to align stakeholders and make confident decisions. This creates the role of the decision architect. The decision architect guides the choice and builds the commitment to act. This addresses the industry's biggest value gap, stopping at the delivery of the work. Clients experience value when behavior actually shifts and results are realized. True value realization requires navigating internal resistance and sustaining momentum. AI cannot manage the messy, non-linear politics of human alignment. While technology accelerates the front-end scoping, it exposes the fragility of the back-end delivery. Because value realization is intensely human and resistant to commoditization, it has become the most defensible, high-margin moat left in professional services. Looking at the complete heat map, you can see exactly where the margin sets. Value is compressing in execution and analysis, while spiking in framing and realization. Operating under the old model of technical depth and structured execution guarantees intense downward pressure on price. Clients are influenced by clarity, confidence, and direction rather than raw intellect. Differentiation now depends on moving beyond the prestige of a logo and adopting a singular mandate. I change what happens next. In a world where answers are abundant, commercial value lies in owning the nervous system of the room. To master this transition, download the Elite Practitioner Club app today.